What is up, my beautiful Sagittarius gang? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. So happy to have all the Sagittarians out there on YouTube land with me. Welcome. Need your help, Sagittarius. I'm trying to hit a personal goal of 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of April is what I'm shooting for. Hit that subscribe button for me if you can, if you don't mind. If you like my channel, if you like what you see, I'd appreciate your help reaching my personal goal here. Anyway, welcome. Settle in. We're going to do a little love and romance and relationships for you. If you're not looking for love and romance, that's okay, but probably see you on the next one because that's what this one is going to be about. Hope this video finds you well. You guys probably know my spiel, but for the newbies, general messages here on YouTube means not everything I say will resonate with you. It's up to you to come into this reading in a higher vibration. Take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. Ultimately, you will always be in the driver's seat. I'm laughing because this card has come out in every reading I've done. Every single one. To be honest, I'm getting kind of sick of it, but it came out, so I'll read it for you, and that means there's probably some messages involving the other signs. So far I've done Scorpio, I have done Cancer, I have done Gemini, and I have done Capricorn. This card came out in every single one. So if there's somewhere in those zodiac signs, if that resonates for you, check those out. Everything you want to know about this reading will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. Check me out on the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. I am annoyingly active on Instagram, so if that's your thing, I'll see you on there. If not, I'll catch you on here, up here in YouTube land. So one last shuffle for my Sagittarians. In love, looking for love. What does Sagittarius need to know? Love messages for them and their person, please. One more shuffle. What's up, Sagittarius? How you doing? I love being in your energy. Some signs are just really fun to read for, and usually Saggies are, yeah, your energy's just light, so it always hurts all the more when you guys get like a sad message. I'm like, not my Saggies, not my Saggy gang. Anyway, I'm just teasing, but it's all positive. It's good. It's good. All right, let's see. Do I want to throw anything else on this? I'm getting kind of like, we're gonna try it. Nothing bad, just, yeah, these cards. Okay, bottom of your deck is Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. So you're thinking about someone, you're thinking about moving towards someone, or you're hoping that somebody moves towards you. All right, that's cool. I can roll with that. That's positive. All right, gosh darn it, Buffalo Spirit. I don't know why I'm not inspired by this card. It's just the messages just feel like a hunk of... It just feels like a block of animal. I don't know how else to put it. I have been saying to the other signs, something about this card intuitively, I'm supposed to relay Taurus season. Taurus season. I know a buffalo is not the same as a bull, but something about this is a timestamp, I think, acknowledging we are in Taurus season, and literally bottom of your zodiac deck is Taurus. So yeah, that might come into play for some of you. Other than that, he's watching, right? He's just very fixated on what's ahead, but it's very calm. It's very cool. It's very collected. Unlike Taurus, which is like sometimes the raging bull, this isn't. I'm just getting kind of someone like chomping along, eating their grass, doing their thing, this and that. But what's behind them is like this electricity, this lightning bolt. I think I said something similar to Gemini, where it's like there's a cosmic connection here. There's some sort of relationship with someone you find kind of foxy lady. It could be a fire sign. Now I want to sing that Jimi Hendrix song, Foxy Lady. Maybe that means something to someone. Jimmy, is it Jimmy? Are you thinking of Jimmy? I don't know who that is, but maybe you do, Sagittarius. So your overall energy is Buffalo Spirit. Your mental sector is coming up as the Raven. So that came up in Aries reading. Was it Aries or was it Cancer? Doesn't really matter because it's coming up in your reading, but there might be something to that, again, with the other zodiac signs. Darkness looms on the horizon. So with this, you're anticipating a tower moment with someone. You might be calling it quits with a Scorpio to go towards a Pisces, potentially. Let's see, what are you going towards? Yeah, a Pisces or it could be a water sign. Doesn't really matter the sign so much, but whatever you're heading towards, it's a surefire victory. It's going to bring you happiness and long-term abundance. You could even be going towards a new job opportunity that will fill your cup. It will fill your bank account. But in order to accept this new blessing, this new cycle, this new chapter, it does involve you leaving. I do kind of want to say someone behind, because I'm reading this through the lens of love and relationships. It seems like you're caught in the middle of two. There's one that you're much more excited to go towards, and for you, Sagittarius, the one that you're excited to go towards, that is I'm sorry for the cross watchers if this isn't you, but that is almost like the correct answer. There's no such thing as the correct answer. You guys understand that in tarot. Any step you take, you are divinely guided to take, right? There are no mistakes in life. There are no errors. There's simply opportunities for lessons, right? And sometimes you course correct and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you stumble upon the wrong trail and it ends up being the right one. Do you know what I mean? But so here's what I'm getting. You're not focused on the person you're with currently if you're with someone, Sagittarius, and maybe some of you aren't. I'm not always trying to make this a third party thing, just there are a few cards indicating that you need to leave someone else behind because you're excited to embrace something new. With this feels very like it's a little temptress. Or the male equivalent of that. There's temptation here with the fox. It's kind of sneaky. It's kind of, yeah, oh God, every time, Sagittarius, there's third-party energy for you. There's just something kind of wild and fun about this person, and it feels like where you're currently at, it's just like a sack of potatoes. You're just like, ugh. Like I'm stuck with the ball and chain. So maybe some of you are married. It could be indicating that you're going from a marriage into singlehood, right? To embrace your, I don't know, something about you're raising your vibration to be the water king, whether you're male or female. You're looking for something that fills your cup, something that matches your energy, someone who matches the love that you are able to give. Some of you are going to discover that you have a lot in common with a Leo, and you're going to make them some sort of offer to build a relationship, or an offer in terms of just asking them out, want to do this, want to do that. It could be that the offer is coming from the Leo as well, because they're equally excited about you. Something about a Leo and a Sag here is a good combination. Again, fire signs is sort of what I'm being called to say here. I don't know why, it's just being relayed to me that way. But you do have some earth energy coming up here too, so you might be leaving an earth sign behind, though it doesn't have to be. So darkness looms. You're anticipating an awkward discussion with someone that you need to break it off with. Again, potentially a Scorpio, though it doesn't have to be. It could also be an Aries. In your heart, though, you have the Ace of Wands, so a brand new start, a brand new beginning. Again, potentially with another fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's something that's just more exciting. Where you're currently at feels kind of dull and, dare I say, kind of boring, right? So again, it could just indicate that you're single, right? If none of this third party shit makes sense, which it might not. That might not be your story. If it's not that, it's indicating with an Ace of Wands, you want something fresh, you want something new, you want something exciting. And your overall action, though, again, here's where it kind of contradicts that, though, for my single people. You do have options. So maybe this is indicating you on the dating apps, doing a lot of swiping and leaving your options open. Maybe you're not committing to one at this time. But I will say there's one that you're particularly excited about, or there's two that really catch your eye here. One is being relayed to me as like a Scorpio, and the other one a water sign. So again, that could be two Scorpios, or it could be a Scorpio and like a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You do have a little bit of like Capricorn energy here too. So, and Libra. See, you have too many options. I'm not even going to focus on the signs anymore. There's too many. Anyway, let's throw some things on that. Let me see if I can get you some clarification. What do we want to throw on these cards? Ooh, these ones. Let's do the sexy ones. Sexy for my sexy Sagittarians, my archers. All right straight through. What do I need to know about this buffalo? All right, this buffalo is 4 of Swords. All right, so yeah, you're thinking about it. You're not rushing in, but it's almost like I just heard the song lyrics. What song is that? Something about hearing the rumbling of the thunder, and I don't even want to sing it for you because I don't know the lyrics. What is it? Like I can hear it, but I can't imitate it because it's very awkward and loud. I don't know. It's something about, they just keep saying, and the thunder. I don't know what the words are, but that's all I got. Anyways, maybe that song is significant to someone. I don't know what that means. You hear the rumbling of the thunder, though, and I also heard like, something about bowling alley, the smashing of the bowling alley, the bowling pins. Does that make sense to anyone? Are you guys bowlers out there? Is this someone on your bowling team that you have a crush on? Anyway, doesn't matter. Could be an air sign you're interested in, but I'm not really sensing that. You're thinking it through. You are needing to get yourself out of like an uncomfortable situation where you finally have peace of mind to go after or go for what you really want and what you really desire. But I am sensing there's a storm on the horizon. Absolutely. That's the best way I can encapsulate that. So then when the raven, yeah, you have the tower. That's exactly what this is. The darkness looms on the horizon. There's a storm coming, and then you have the tower card next to this. This card is incredibly graphic, so I can't show you all of it, but it's pretty sexual. Yeah, this is indicating to me you may have even acted on impulse and gone towards someone new that while you are already potentially committed, yeah, there's a question of loyalty here for both of you. It could be that you both have other options or other partners, but you guys decided to do your thing. I don't know, whatever that is. But I do think you're going to come clean with your person if that's the case. It's kind of like you just needed an outlet of sexual release. To be really honest, it could be that the person you're currently with, if you're with someone, right? And I know some of you aren't. I'm sorry, it might not be your message this week. Those who are with someone, you may have needed like a sexual release and sort of, I think that probably happened. And it's like, how do I tell my person? How do I tell my husband? How do I tell my wife? Sagittarius, watch yourself. Why are you always doing this? I'm not judging you really, guys. Like, I'm relaying the messages as they are, but it just kills me when there's all this third party stuff. But anyway, it's not my job to judge, just here to relay the message. 3 of Swords, yeah. A lot of you feel trapped in your own home. You feel trapped by the person you live with, by the person you're married to. You feel like you're constantly being watched and monitored. The relationship feels very parent and child. There's something about you don't want to share anything with your person because they constantly misinterpret it. They're constantly not understanding your true intentions. They fight. They pick a lot of fights. You feel like you can't get a word in edgewise. It's suffocating. So it's like you just need to go out and fire signs need air. You need that oxygen for your fire to grow and thrive. So it's like you went outside and you stumbled into someone new, and ironically, that new person kind of ended up having more soulmate potential than I think the one you're currently with. Yeah, something about, I hear the birds singing. It's a new world out there. Have you guys noticed that? Like, nature is just thriving in this amazing capacity. All this I feel like is divinely guided, what's going on globally. It's like Mother Nature needed to stretch her arms out a little bit, and then, she needed to heal too. And you can tell it's evident just by the way, the water's cleaner now, and the sky isn't as polluted, and the birds are chirping everywhere, and it's delightful. I say all that because that encapsulates your headspace when you're with this new person. There's something about the wish fulfillment card and the soulmate card coming up in this idea of having new options. Some of you might be headed towards a Gemini. Yeah, you have double energy. You have double cards indicating there might be a Gemini soulmate. And that makes sense. That's your opposite sign. That Geminis and Saggies can be very good friends. You guys can also drive each other absolutely nuts. But yeah, a lot of times your divine pairings end up, your zodiac pairings frequently end up showing up in your reading. So you could also have strong Gemini in your chart. Something in here may involve a Gemini. Maybe it's your ex. Maybe it's your future person. Maybe it's one that you're currently with. Let's look at your person, though, Sagittarius. So they're coming off as, again, the foxy lady. I keep wanting to say that. Even if it's a male or a female, something about the song, it's very kind of hippie. It's very, this person probably smokes a lot of weed. Something about just like Jimi Hendrix in the 60s, and they may dress very interesting. Something about having fringes or lace on their sleeves, again, could certainly be a dude. I'm not here to judge, but there's something very distinct about the way they look that really draws your eye. I'm getting that you drool about them, or you dream about them, certainly, but you're at a crossroads to either try new love or to stick it out a little longer, and I'm hearing try and make it work. This feels like a relationship that's on the brink of divorce, but you're still holding on to some piece of it. Because with this, there's an element of the comfort zone, right? I know it. Any 4 in tarot is the comfort zone. He makes the 4 with his legs upside down. I know it, it's familiar, it's predictable, but you're not happy, Sagittarius. I don't know how else to say it. And quite frankly, again, this isn't an attack on you. Feel free to swap the messages. This could go vice versa. Somebody in this relationship hasn't been loyal. Someone's been sniffing around the neighborhood, if you know what I mean. So then your person, what's coming up in their mental sector, the hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. Well, that's this Tower moment. So here's the thing. What's going to get you out of this comfort zone, if it is truly unhealthy and you have halted, or something about the yield of spiritual growth, both you and your person maybe sort of had some sort of collision or Tower moment, and arguments and words were exchanged. If that hasn't happened yet, it is going to happen, but you have to remember something about this is divinely guided. With this coming up, it's like, let the chips fall where they will, because the longer you stay in the comfort zone where it's lacking spiritual growth, This card leads into transformation, the Hanged Man. It's assessing what's around you, assessing the world around you from a new perspective, right? That's why he's flipped upside down, to try and sympathize or empathize with your person, but then also to go within and ask and be really honest with yourself. What am I not enjoying about this? You're trying to get the information. You're trying to process it, right? Once you do, ultimately it's inevitable. You head into the death card, Scorpio. So some of you this may involve a Scorpio for some of you. Choose to leave something behind that is lacking emotional substance and going towards something new. It does seem like a lot of you are being pushed in that direction, particularly with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Leo. Very much a Leo seems like it would make you very happy. But in your person's mental sector, they may have like intuitive gifts. They may be very much into astrology and zodiac stuff. There is like this great element of like hippie commune type kind of earth child, moon child, like, yeah, spirit, very spiritual person. They don't put pressure on you. It's the opposite of the person you're potentially with, or the person that maybe you've already broken it off with and you're still kind of nursing those wounds to get back into your, higher vibrational, higher emotional state, however you want to say it. That was a terrible way of saying it. Whoever is like leaning on your emotions and it felt like you were just being drained energetically, I think some of you are healing from that. And yeah, you want to be with someone who it's easy. It's easy breezy. It's light, right? And I'm not saying any relationship won't have its struggles. That's inevitable, right? But there's something that I think you're just looking to escape, almost like the torture chamber of feeling like suffocated in your own home. I do get the impression you live with this person. So with this upcoming person, there is something about them that, again, it's easy, it's carefree. I gotta be honest, I think you've already fooled around with this person, or at least you've been sending messages of communication because they're interested in communicating with you back. They're definitely interested in like a sexual relationship with you. And yeah, I mean, this person seems like they're wanting to progress it forward. I don't think it will happen like instantly because I'm not even sure they're looking for long-term commitment. I think they're kind of figuring out what they want. But they do seem interested in you. So, I mean, that's nice. That's delightful. Let's throw some stuff on your person. Right straight through for Sagittarius's person here. Could be a Libra you're interested in. You think this person's very witty and very funny and very beautiful. Something about their exterior. They're very beautiful. And yeah, there's such a sense of freedom. This person may actually be into the idea of like open relationships instead of exclusivity. There's again like kind of like this free love mentality. Again, I'm thinking back to like, what was the term for it? Like hippies in the 60s. This person has like kind of like a hippie, there's like a vintage vibe to them. Again, they're really into astrology and studying the planets or something of that nature. They might be into reading runes. Is that what they're called? The little stones with all the ancient symbols on them. But yeah, they're wanting to welcome you into their world. They think you are in very much a need of major transformation, and for you it has to do with, no, I'm hearing like sexual transformation. That has to do with the relationship you have with this person, but also they would help aid your spiritual growth. They're in tune with nature. This may involve an Aries. So you have the Hangman coming up twice. So this could be a Pisces that you're thinking about. If it's not that, you have a Pisces thinking about you, as well as a Leo. Yeah, you have options, Sagittarius, which isn't the worst thing, I guess, but there's a Scorpio preventing you from being with a Pisces, I'm hearing. You do have a lot of water energy in the spread. And then, yeah, there's a Leo that wants to make a very solid offer to you. Leo potentially could also be this like mystical hippie one who's like luring you in. And again, there is whether you're male or female and your person same, I'm just being called to say there's a temptress. There's a temptress that it's like through the art of seduction, they're leading you through their gate. And that all sounds kind of intriguing, but it also sounds like, warning signs, signals, red flags. Their energy actually seems really beautiful. I hate to say it. I think a lot of you are being really nudged and encouraged in the direction of newness, because where you're currently at, again, there's a lot of questioning of loyalties to to your person, to your tribe, to your family. Some of you may just be distancing yourself from like a really like suffocating family dynamic. It could be that too. But yeah, a lot of you need to go after your long-term wish fulfillment. Your soulmate, essentially, your wish fulfillment, your 9 of Cups. For a lot of you, it could be with a Leo. All right, let's throw some romance angels on this. You never give me an easy one, do you, Sagittarius? It's always like, well, it could be this. It could also be that. A lot of people in Sagittarius's life, like this year, really. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Yes, past life, sure, absolutely, especially with the soulmate card coming up. But I do get, there's something about, you have the Ace of Wands, your person has the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is like a revisitation to the first time around. So this would be the second time around with someone. If you haven't already dated person B, right? Person A is potentially who you're currently with. If you haven't already dated person B, this could indicate that you guys have already been exchanging like romantic texts or sexy texts, so you go back to hit it again. Or vice versa. There's communication between you guys and this other person. They really like you. So here's the thing. One of you is looking for the long term. The other one isn't so sure. That's what's coming through here to me. And a lot of you Sagittarians do seem to be looking for the long term with all this coming through. Your person who's, again, the kind of like this Jimi Hendrix gypsy temptress, however you want to encapsulate that, they just have very unusual ways of seeing the world, but it's all beautiful. They're like a flower child. That's a good word for it. They're a flower child. I'm not sure this is such an interesting mess. I'm not even sure they believe in marriage. I think they believe in soulmates and people that you're destined to encounter. They definitely believe in a higher power, but it's probably not something they subscribe to the idea of God. They believe in probably more like collective, like universe, spirit, source, that kind of thing. They might even read tarot cards or something like that. So sorry about that, Sag, my camera froze. So what fell out on your person is healing family issues. Your love life your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So something about that is affecting this relationship. It may have to do with detaching from a toxic person in your life, even if it's not an ex. You could have a very controlling parent or vice versa. If you're a single parent and you have a child that requires and demands a lot of your time, it's saying you need to give yourself a break and recognize that there's many other relationships that you do need to focus on, not just the one, right? Not just you and your child, right? And yeah, this came out over your first person, the one who's kind of either manipulative or the one you feel like you're always in trouble with, the one that's always punishing you. It says separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. All right, let's do a healing butterfly card and we will throw some zodiac signs down. Heavenly signs. Your gypsy person, male or female, may have some sort of tattoo that is significant. Particularly something about a butterfly or wings. It doesn't have to be butterfly wings. It could even be angel wings or devil wings. Something about wings, and it's sort of being related to me either as like a tattoo or a piece of jewelry or an emblem, like a charm on a charm bracelet, something about wings. Oh, I suppose it could be someone who flies too, like a pilot or, something about the wings, a flight attendant. Are you hooking up with flight attendant, Sagittarius? Is that what's up? All right, where are my zodiac signs at? Here we go. What signs want to come out for, actually, let me shuffle these real good. For Sagittarius's energy here. I like your new person. They're not scolding you for everything you do, but also, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't advocate for third-party shit, right? If you're really struggling and feel suffocated, then you need to leave someone, right? I don't know. I just can't promote that on my channel, the idea of like cheating shit. I just can't. I'm sorry. That's me. That's my moral, ethical code. I am reading to you what the cards are saying, but again, they're nudging you to choose the new one, to go in a direction that really fills your heart, that fills your cup, that makes you feel good. This is about emotional intelligence and maturity. The mature king. He's mature with his love and his emotions. So male or female, I guess what I'm just going to leave you with is do the right thing, Sagittarius, right? Do the right thing. Do right by you. Do right by your heart. Do right by your God, your spirit guides. All right, Sag. Two more for Sagittarius. Those two. Okay, let's do it. So you have Sagittarius. You might be dealing with another one. You have Cancer. You have Virgo. You have Gemini. And double Scorpio. Double Scorpios. Uh-oh, double trouble. No, I'm just kidding. I love the Scorpios. You may have some Scorpio in your chart, too, if you're a cusper, Sagittarius. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Ooh, more Cancerian energy and the Six of Pentacles. So good reciprocity with a Cancer out there, potentially. Again, an assured victory is sort of what I get. 2 cards of victory, Cancer and Leo. It might be a Cancer-Leo cusper as well. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if this resonates. See you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Sagittarius.